in total, we've got 5 orders leaving the eBay store overnight. 3 of them are really nice collectibles that I'll be adding to my Instagram highlights reel, just to remind me of some of the collectibles to pass through the eBay store. So I'm going to mix it up today. I'm just going to keep the camera like this. If there's quiet periods, I'll chop it out. But I've been thinking, like, and one of the best things about doing this YouTube channel is it's basically making me think different in terms of eBay, making videos, like doing things like with the Vinted, and it's really good because it's so easy to get caught up in like just like habits and routine, and by always like sticking to the same habits and the same routines, you sometimes you might miss like new opportunities, or like think you might stop thinking of like different ways to source stock, and yeah, things like that. So we're going to mix it up today, and yeah, just keep it rolling like this because we can. I've brought water because it's like, yeah, 5:30 in the morning. The voice is so dry, and yeah, it's hard to do videos, but we'll have some water and try and like just clear the throat. So in at number 1, we've got this. It's Music Month, and this has only been on the store for like 2 days. We did get an offer from Sweden on 3 of the vintage Queen t-shirts for like 25 quid. They're up for 35. If they came back with like 30, I probably would have accepted because it's a bundle buy. But yeah, 25, I just think it's a little bit low with them only being on for a couple of days. So we've got this in at number 1. It's a vintage, let's see the year on it. So it's a 1986 Queen. It's a kind of magic vintage t-shirt. It's clearly been worn. I do always say when we're selling the t-shirts, we'll just talk about this first. So on the back, it's got the tour dates, and then it ends in that classic Nebworth, like most bands, like artists, whatever, especially in Britain, they want to play at Nebworth. It's like iconic, historic. As for the shirt, overall, it's in, I'd say, good condition. It's not in like amazing condition, but the print is actually in really good condition. Let me show you the print. So the print's in really good order. It's complete, and there's no signs of it cracking, which is really good. As for the black, it is better if it's still solid, but you can see here it is very faded, so it's clearly been worn, and you can also confirm that with the inside label. So the inside label is present, but it's completely white, which basically just means it's run through the wash a lot, and so it doesn't mean it's not worth money. It's sold for I'll put it up again, but it's sold for like I think £50, and vintage clothing is on the rise. Like it's absolutely booming. There's like some Instagram accounts I follow, like one's called Bid Stitch, and on Bid Stitch you see like Nirvana t-shirts go for like thousands and thousands of dollars. It's like it's a crazy market, and with it being a crazy market, it also means like a lot of reproductions are being made. And I said yesterday, 1 second. I said yesterday, reproductions are a good thing because it keeps the fan base alive, and it shows there's still a massive market for the originals. But the problems come when, say, people are trying to like are trying to basically create counterfeits and sell reproductions as originals. That is where problems do arise. So we'll get this packed up and sent on to that new collector now. And if you're watching, I'm going to pop one of these in for them. Hopefully connect with the collectors. But if you're watching, massive thanks for buying. Stuff like this, like literally, if I had the money and I didn't need to like obviously sell collectibles, what's it called? Sell collectibles to keep doing what I'm doing, I'd happily keep this, because the thing with collectibles is, although say it sold for £50 now, Queen, they started in like what were it, 1970. So they've been around now for like 55 years, and there's anniversaries all the time. So I have no doubt that if you look after that shirt in 5 years, 10 years, £50 today that might be like an £80 t-shirt. So like, yeah, that's the thing with collectibles. You might be paying some decent money now, but in the future they are also great investments. Right, on to number 2, and this is another favourite of mine. So for a few different reasons, we've got an IRS vintage Hasbro wrestling figures. As you can see, it's sealed. The blister is still in like excellent condition. The cord, again, you've got a little bit of cracking, some like creases and bends to the top of the cord. I'll try and pick that up on the camera, but overall it's in really good condition. And the reason it's in really good condition, it's still in the collector I bought this from had these in plastic cases, which just helps protect it. They're only, I think, like £5 or £10 to buy, but again, for your collectibles, it's worth doing because it just helps keep them in good condition. And what's special about this one is it is also signed by IRS himself, and then on the back you've got the certificate of authenticity with this. But what I really love about this figure is the way it came into the store and what it is, because I do have a multi-listing for the loose Hasbro figures, but this is the first ever corded Hasbro I brought into the store this year. And at the start of every year I've got like a whiteboard at home, and I write down 10 collectibles that I want to bring in to DM Collectors Lounge. I think by having that whiteboard and basically writing down 10 collectibles that I want to bring into the store, it just keeps my focus there and aiming to bring in collectibles like this. And it's a great first corded Hasbro to bring into the store because it's signed in really good condition, so it sets that bar. But we are always on the aim to bring in more of the Hasbros. It's just difficult because they're hard to get hold of. Yeah, let's get that packed up. I'm still waiting, keep saying it, still waiting on the pink boxes, and it's frustrating because I buy them through eBay. It's an eBay company, and you basically, with the shop that I have, I get like a £10 voucher to use on packaging. So I'm buying this packaging. It's been over 2 weeks, and it's so frustrating because I'm going to use them again, regardless of if they give a good service or a bad service, because you get that money off and you can't compete with the prices. But it's just, yeah, annoying. If I had more money, I'd just stop using them because the service is poor. But what can you do? I do also really like how this came into the store. So I always say, like, buying from collectors are some of the best deals I've done, and this came in from a big bundle buy of wrestling figures. It's the second time I've met the collector, and I'm meeting them again in like end of September. I think we agreed to do another deal. Like the first time we met, I met them on a car park because, like, both of us, when you're meeting people, you just never know who you're meeting, so you don't feel safe, say, like, inviting them to your house and vice versa. So first time we met on a car park in like the in the day, and then the next time I met them, I actually went round to theirs to see like their collection, and it's literally one of the best collections I've seen. They had like, literally, this is just one of the corded Hasbros. They've got the full set of corded Hasbros. They had loads of Rocky memorabilia, signed United shirts, signed movie posters. Like, it literally was amazing. And yeah, it's like collectibles like this come in through networking and basically, yeah, building those relationships. And it's one of the best things literally about doing this. If you haven't already and you like collectibles, subscribe to the channel. It is still new, like there's been a lot of videos posted to the YouTube channel, but that's just because I'm trying to do like daily content, and I've got like unboxings, Vinted, eBay. I'm trying to do like different things just to basically show you the day-to-day running of the eBay business, and even like the collectibles business. It's not just eBay. So on to number 3 now, and this is something that got listed at the end of June. It's again another original. It's a vintage Panavision movie cap. So let's see, I don't think it actually has an exact date on. It doesn't have an exact date on, but the way that you can tell it's an original is because of the KC tag on the inside. It was really interesting because just a day before this sold, I think it sold for like £35, I got a message from a person that said that I didn't even like say anything to them, but they just messaged me saying, no thanks, I can get this on the Panavision website for £15. And again, even though you're buying it from the Panavision website, it's an original reproduction from them, but it won't be, say, an original from when this was first made by KC Caps. So that's the difference between an original vintage to an original reproduction. Might still be this company producing them, but they won't be producing them in the exact same way. Like even say like the metal tags, the metal sizing at the back, it might be like nowadays it could be like a button one or a Velcro just to save money for them. So yeah, get this packed up and sent on to them now. I have had quite a lot of interest in the movie memorabilia stuff. So at the end of June, I had what's it called, like loads of Marvel crew clothing, front of house cards. What else were there? Some like jackets, caps, some like really interesting bits, and they're getting a lot of interest. And it's good because the collectibles don't necessarily have to sell, because a person could come in having found my store through say like the Marvel cap like that, and then they click on the on my shop, and they might see I've got like Marvel, DC figures, Marvel comics, and then they don't end up buying say the cap for £100 odd or whatever it is, but they end up buying a bundle of comics. So it's really good, and for me it'd be great on eBay if I could see how a person has bought my like collectible. And yeah, because I have no doubt there will be sales that come in, they've come from one way and ended up buying something else, but I don't think there's any way of actually checking that. So that's all the packing done. We also had a wrestling figure sale and a Lord of the Rings action figure sale. So some really good sales overnight. There won't be a Vinted video at 8 PM just because there's only been a couple of sales. There's not loads of room in the box. There is a bit of room in the box, but I'll save it for tomorrow when there's a balance update. And yeah, as always, thank you for watching. And yeah, if you enjoy collectibles, hit that subscribe button. See you in a bit.